Hey YouTube, it's me, Angie, and I'm starting to put content and videos on my YouTube channel. I've watched YouTube for several years now, watched a lot of different channels, and just wondered why I couldn't start my own YouTube channel. Well, first I had to come up with an idea of what I could actually offer to be able to have content on a YouTube channel. So I gave it thought after thought after thought, and then I thought, well, maybe I could start a YouTube channel with a roundtable discussion. Maybe I could have people come to my channel and listen to ideas and things we can talk about, topics we can share, talk about how we feel about things, especially the pandemic that's going on, different things, illnesses that we have, families, issues, an open door to just sit around a table and discuss how we feel about things. Children being bullied, maybe something happened to our child and that child's being bullied, how we feel about that. Just different ideas, because about 4 years ago, I was healthy and held a job. I was a branch manager at a library, loved my job. Functioned just like any normal person, could walk, could take care of myself, could drive. But now, after 4 to almost 5 years, I am wheelchair bound. I am mostly homebound, do not go anywhere because I cannot drive anymore. I have to have someone take me everywhere I go. Doctor's appointments, if I go out to the grocery store, shopping, visit people, anything, I have to have someone take me. Now, I went from fully functional, healthy to dependent on just about someone to meet all my needs, which I can still basically take care of myself as an individual. But as far as the outside things that have to be done, I have to have someone to help me. So that shot that in the foot as far as me doing a YouTube channel of things that I really love to watch on YouTube, which is the people that pick up scrap metal and sell it, and people that do storage auctions, people that go dumpster diving. That's mostly the channels that I watch and I love. And I think to myself, if I was still healthy, I would love to do that. But I'm not. So I had to come up with another idea in order for me to be able to have a YouTube channel, because I have fallen in love with YouTube. Mostly the channels that I watch are Scrap It Up, Crazy Family Tube, Locker Nuts, Storage Auction Pirate, Tucker Upper, Treasure Hunting with Jeebus, You Come See Me, Mr. Scrappity, Wade's Ventures, Live Dive Lounge, Grab It Fast, Big Ben, Scrapping Pallet Man, Shane Man TV, Texas Pigger, Freaking Frugal. And I could just go on and on, because I spend most of my days here at my house by myself because my husband works. He works all the time. And my children are grown and they have their own lives. They're married. And I mostly sit here and watch YouTube most of the day when I'm not able to cook or do the cleaning that I am able to do, since I've become bound to a wheelchair. But I would like to discuss my illness a little bit with you. I have an autoimmune disease by the name of sarcoidosis. Now, some of you all may already be familiar with that, because Bernie Mac, the comedian, that's what he passed away from. Well, sarcoidosis is an autoimmune disease that causes inflammation within your body. It can be in any organ, and most of the time it starts in your lungs, and that's exactly where Bernie Mac had his, was inflammations, pockets of inflammation in his lungs, tumors, and that's mostly what they call them, pockets of, well, actually just pockets of fluid that build up inside one of your organs, which mine is in my liver, mainly in my nervous system. I had it in my brain before where I was having double vision. And the reason that I can't walk is because I have tumors on my spine that have caused it to press against nerves, and I had no function in my right leg, so I can't walk anymore. I've gained a lot of weight because the way they treat an autoimmune disease, and most of you know this from having an autoimmune disease, is they treat it with steroids. And I've been on steroids for several years and hadn't been able to come off because they can't get my autoimmune disease in remission. And if they could get it in remission, they could take me off the steroids, which the steroids are doing terrible things to my body, but that's the only way that I can stay alive, is to be able to keep that disease, at bay, so I can be able to live a quality life, a life of quality, something that I can actually maybe go out and go somewhere with my family, or be able to function. If it wasn't for that, I would not be able to function at all, and I would just wither away. Life expectancy for the type of disease I have is from 5 to 7 years if they don't get it in remission. And I'm at 5 years and they don't have it in remission yet. So I wanted to do a YouTube channel because I wanted to leave something for my family after something happens to me that they can go back and watch and look at and be proud of, and know that I actually stepped out and tried something different and wanted to do something different, and maybe say something to help somebody else that is going through something similar to what I'm going through. But this is what I used to look like before I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis and gained all this weight from steroids. I really hesitated to do YouTube because I didn't want to show my face, because I don't really like being this large and this big, but it is who I am now. I can't change it. I'm alive. I wake up in the mornings. I ought to be happy about that, and I am. And I thought, well, maybe I can discuss my disease, or offer my table or my house or my forum for people to come in and talk about something that's happened to them, because that's really what people need nowadays, is someone to talk to. Mostly someone they don't even really know, because it's hard to talk to family and friends, because most of the time they want to listen, but they don't really listen. And then they don't have the same opinion as you do. And you just want to tell things that you don't want anybody else to know about. And see, I'm probably going to share with you things that my closest friend, my extended family, they do not even know about me. I'm probably going to share things with you about myself, because I don't feel like I need to burden them with things that is going on with me with this disease. And I don't want them to worry, that something bad's supposed to happen. I went from no doctors to a general practitioner, a neurologist, an endocrinologist, a heart doctor, because I do have a pacemaker, and I'm 100% dependent on my pacemaker. So it's just a miracle that I'm alive. But I want to offer something to the world and to you before I pass away. So here I am, bringing up the ability to be able to utilize YouTube. I have notes in front of me, because for years I have tried to decide what I wanted to say, and maybe because I have the gift of gab, I could wing it. But it's not very much winging it when you do have the gift of gab, because this editing thing on YouTube, I just can't get down. I mean, I consider myself a pretty intelligent person, but for some reason, editing these videos, I've just become illiterate. I don't know why I can't pick it up. It seems simple when I watch the video, and then when I go to edit my channel, I can't do it. But enough about that. I've already talked to you about why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I've told you about some of the channels I watched. I told you about my autoimmune disease. I told you about how much I am at home by myself a lot and don't really have a lot of people to talk to. So on the channels that I do subscribe to, I leave comments. When they come on live, I get on live chat with them and I talk to them. And that has helped me so much to be able to have communication with the outside world. Because I know a lot of you do not want to go out because of the pandemic. I mean, you have underlying conditions that you just don't want to put yourself out there to catch COVID. We've heard these horror stories of these families that have lost 2 or 3 people. And now that you have this vaccination that's come out, you have some family members that want to take it, some family members that don't want to take it. And there's a controversy there. And people are just so tired of this pandemic. They are ready for it to be over with. But until it's over with, we have each other that we can communicate with via YouTube or live chats or whatever we want to do, that we can communicate with the outside world. And that's what I've enjoyed because I've had to stay in and be homebound a lot. Now, when I say a roundtable discussion, I'm talking about topics that, you know, we live with on a daily basis that people don't want to talk about with anyone else. But they feel freer to talk about it with somebody online that they don't even know. And the topics that I have are really simple ones. It's nothing difficult. It's nothing that we're going to fight about, going to be so mad that we're not going to like each other or anything like that. It's just going to be a discussion. It's going to be coming together, sharing, telling how we feel, wanting to come back to see what's going to happen the next day. Oh, what is she going to talk about now? How do I feel about what she's talking about? And please disagree. I mean, that's what makes the world go around. If you agreed with everything I said when I have a discussion, then what's the fun of that? Disagree. Say how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Put a thumbs down. Put a bad comment. I mean, put a good comment. Add your 2 cents in there. That's what makes the world go around, and that's what makes us America. Is we're free to do what we want to do. Our freedom has not been taken from us. So that's what I want my channel to be about, is to be able to come and discuss things freely without anybody getting offended and mad and angry. I'm going to end this with, I'm so happy that I've actually been able to get enough content out of my mouth to be able to put up my first video. It may be the craziest thing you've ever seen on YouTube for a 54-year-old fat woman with glasses to come on your channel to say, hey, let's have a discussion around a round table discussion at my dining table. And you might think, well, who are you? I don't want to talk with you, and that's fine. But I just wanted to throw something out there to let you all know that I am here, and I want you to be able to come and visit my channel and be able to listen to this Southern woman talk about things that she has been through and things that you may be going through. So I hope to see you soon for my next video. Bye, YouTube.